And welcome back to my channel. I've got a super exciting video for you today because it is the start of like my festival makeup looks. Although in the UK it's a little bit early for festival kind of vibes, it's never too early to plan in advance and get some serious inspo. I know like we've got Coachella going in the States soon, all that kind of thing. So yeah, this is like some festival inspo I created. I used a lot of Sigma beauty products in this video. This video is not sponsored. They just sent me a festival makeup pack to create a makeup look and this is what I came up with. I had so much fun creating this look. If you want to get a discount code at Sigma, mine is shivonmakeupbiz and it will be linked down below with all the links and everything like that. Please subscribe if you haven't already, but if you do want to see how I created this makeup look right here, just look at that highlight though, then please carry on watching and I shall show you how. The first shade I'll be taking is the shade Hiatus from the Sigma Brilliant and Spellbinding palette. And I'll be taking this on my Sigma Taper Blending E40 brush. I've applied a piece of sellotape to the outer corner of the eye, starting from the lower lash line, going all the way to the tail of the brow. This is going to create a really nice sharp edge to the eye, which is what we want for the perfect festival makeup look. I'd probably recommend doing this with Scotch tape and not sellotape, just because sellotape can be a lot harsher on the skin than Scotch tape, or even better, just apply a credit card to the edge of your eye and hold it while you apply your eyeshadow, and that way you'll still have that nice sharp line without damaging your skin. So I've just loaded my brush up with that Hiatus shade. I'm going into the crease of my eye. Just going to apply this in windshield wiper motions. And then just doing little wriggly motions just to blend it outwards. You can go quite high on the lid for this. If you have smaller eyes, obviously bring it downwards, and if you have bigger eyes then you've got more space to work with, so you can bring it further towards the brow. This is just going to act as like our main sort of transition colour, but because this is a festival look, I'm not going in with like browns or anything. I just want to play it super colourful with lots of pinks and exciting colours. The next shade I'll be taking is this one right here, which is called VIP from the Sigma Nightlife palette. And I'll be taking this on my Sigma Blending E25 brush. So I'm just going to start by applying this to the outer third of my eye. We're going to create a little halo eye effect with this makeup look, so I'm just brushing it into the outer third of the eye, just as like a subtle transition for the darker purple I'll be applying in a little bit. Then I'll also be applying this on the inner corner. I'm not taking it too far inwards at all. I'm going to meet it at the top, but I'm not going to touch this section. I'm going to leave the middle of the eye completely bare. Then when you look up, and that's where we want the like pupil to line up with, and that's where I don't want any product right now. Then I'm going to go back in with that pink shade just to kind of intensify it back up. Just really quickly adding a bit of the pink back into the lid. Next I'm going in with this shade right here, which is called Urbanette. I'm taking this on the Sigma E25 tapered blending brush. I'm just going to do the exact same thing that we did with that light purple shade. I'm going to pack this on to the outer corner of the eye. I'm not bringing it in too far, I'm just kind of really focusing it on the outer corner, just doing little wiggling motions just to help blend it in. Then I'm just going to do the same on the inner corner as well, but being really careful not to bring it in too far. Then I'm just going to kind of like meet it at the top, like so, but I'm not going to touch the middle whatsoever. I'm just going to go back in it with that Sigma brush with a teeny tiny bit of the pink on it and just go over the top of everything just to help it blend out together. The next product I'll be taking is the shimmer cream from Sigma in the shade Brilliant, and I'll be taking this on a flat synthetic brush. I'm just going to apply this in the middle of the lid, and I'm not going to do like a sharp halo eye with this. I'm going to actually take it upwards a little bit. I've seen this technique in one of Jamie Genevieve, that's how I pronounce her last name, video, and it looked really cool, and she was actually trying something else out. So I'm just going to kind of tap this in the centre of my lid. Then I'm going to go back in with that dark purple shade and just tap very lightly on the kind of like outer line of that shimmer cream, just to help but blend in a teeny bit more. The next shade I'll be taking is from the Chroma Glow palette from Sigma, and I'll be taking the shade Ambrosia, which just reminds me of custard, and I really fancy some apple pie and custard. But I will be taking this on a flat synthetic brush and applying it on top of that shimmer cream. So I'll just be applying that on top of the shimmer cream, and as you can see, this looks absolutely gorgeous and really catches the light. Then I'll also be taking a little bit of this shade right here called Felicity, which is more of a purpley highlighter, and I'll be applying it on the outer edge of that centre colour. So I'll just be applying that on the kind of like outer part of the shimmer, just to meet up with the purple colour in the crease. Not in the crease, sorry, in the inner corner and the outer corner of the eye. Then I'll just be taking the brush that had the dark purple and just kind of blending a little bit, but being very careful, just a little bit to help it blend in. So I've already applied a wing on this side. I'm going to attempt to match it on this one right here. The tape is kind of like lifted up a little bit, so I'm going to have to push it down. But if it's like gets a bit jagged, I can just fix it up with a cotton bud. So to give it a shake, this is their new liquid pen eyeliner in it, the shade Wicked. We really wanted to try this, and it is so black. Like, look how dark that line is. So I'm just going to start by looking into my mirror and applying it along the lash line. I'm probably going to be quite quiet in this clip because I really struggle talking and doing a winged liner, so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I might leave some tips on the screen for winged liner for beginners or newbies, whatever they're called. What are those yellow books called? It says like, oh, and it's like winged liner for dummies, that kind of thing, for people like me who just aren't that great at winged liner. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply my wing. I'm just going to fan it to dry it before I peel off that tape. Now I'm just going to go ahead and peel off the tape. Okay, I feel like that wing turned out better than the other side. To neaten things up a little bit, I'm taking a cotton bud, pulling my skin taut and just going under the wing. I don't really want any shadow under the wing, so that's what I'm doing here. And then that edge there where it's really harsh, I'm just going to pull it downwards with the cotton bud. Next I'm going to take this shade here called Peaceful and apply this to my brow bone as a nice shimmer. Then taking that fluffy brush and just blending it out. I'm now just going to curl my lashes. These curlers are from Primark, just to give them a nice lift and open the eye. Just hold them down for about 8 seconds roughly. Give them a good squeeze and then let go. Then I'm going to apply a generous coat of this new mascara that I'm trying, which is the Sinuosity Lash, which looks like this from Sigma. It's got a nice curved wand. So I'm just going to apply this to my lashes, starting from the root and then wiggling up to my brow bone. Ooh, this mascara is amazing. So I'm just applying the mascara from the root and then bringing up towards my brow bone. This mascara is so good. Oh my god, this is the first time using it and this is really, really good. Definitely recommend this. It's really separating my lashes. For lashes, I'm taking these ones, which are the H125 lashes from Eldora. I'm going to pop these on and then I'll be right back. So moving on to the face, I'm going to prep the skin using this Primark Primer Water. Just going to shake it up and then spray it on. Then I'm just going to take a hand mirror to fan my face to dry it. Then I'm going to prime using the PS Insta Girl Selfie Ready Blur Primer. Just going to squeeze some of this out onto my fingertips, just about that much. And then I'm going to rub it in between my fingertips and start applying it, starting with the centre of the face and the areas that need it most. So my forehead kind of area, nose and centre of the face. I'm also going to take some on my chin as well because I have quite a lot of uneven texture there. Then whatever's left I'm going to kind of like rub over the rest of the face just to really smooth out the skin and prep for foundation. For foundation I'll be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 130. And I'll be taking this on my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, which I've dampened and squeezed out the excess water. Then I'm just going to apply whatever's left of this foundation onto the sponge and then evenly distribute it throughout my face. I'm going to apply some of this and see if I want some more coverage. Then I'm just going to blend this into the skin in bouncing motions with the beauty sponge. This is going to help just to blend it into the skin and make it look nice and flawless. For cream contour, I'll be taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Beautiful Bronze. Just going to squeeze out what's left of this concealer and go under my cheekbones. Then I'm also going to go around my temples and the sides of my forehead as well. This is going to add some nice shape to the face and really define those cheekbones, as well as just making us look super bronzed as well, which is always a good thing. Then I'm going to apply whatever's left on like the brush that it comes with down the sides of my nose, which is just going to help to slim it down a little bit, but also help to define it so it doesn't disappear with the rest of my face. And then I'm going to apply a little bit under my lip to make it look poutier. To blend the cream contour out, I'll be taking the Sigma Accentuate highlighter brush. This is number F56. I'm just going to start by kind of pulling my hair back and then just kind of like tapping over where we've applied the cream contour to the sides of the forehead, and then just pulling it backwards really gently because you don't want to move the foundation around too much. Get it right into the hairline as well so it blends in nicely, especially because we've got these cute little space buns in our hair off our necks. Blending out under my lip, and then I'm going to blend out the nose, just starting at the bottom and then going down the side, just going to pull it downwards. And then for this little bit here, just blend that upwards. I'm always going to bring it in towards the centre of the nose, because if you bring it out it's actually going to make your nose look larger. This hand is just chilling like this and I don't know what this is doing. Like what is this? What are you doing? Then I'm going to blend out these cheekbones. I'm starting just at the top and just very lightly. Very itchy nose there. I'm just going to pull this backward and then just start to blend it out. It will look a little bit muddy at first, but I always finish up cream contour with concealer afterward. It's one of those things that looks a bit messy until it's done, if that makes sense. Just to help blend things out a little bit, I'm going to take my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge and just kind of like pounce over everything. Now onto concealer, I'll be taking the Maybelline Age Rewind. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser concealer now. This is in the shade 01 Light, so I'll just be taking it off. This is a brand new concealer, I haven't used it yet, so it'll probably take me a while just to actually get the product out. So we keep twisting until the product comes out. This is the most annoying thing about these kind of concealers, it takes ages to get the product out. But once it's out, it's out. So I'm going to start with applying this under my eyes. I can't tell if it's enough product yet. Okay, so we're getting some product now, which is good. So I'm just applying this in a triangle shape under my eye and then pulling upward to about there. I'm not going to take it any further. And I'm going to apply some between the brows and at the centre of the forehead in an upside down triangle shape. This just helps to add light to the face. And then a little bit down at the centre of the nose, of my lip, around the sides of my mouth. I like to do this because I feel like this area is quite dark on me, so I add this, it adds some brightness. And I'm also applying some on my chin, or chin. So once we are all concealed up, I'm just going to blend it out using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Just using pouncing motions to help blend it into the skin. Then whatever's left on the sponge, I just kind of run under the contour and then bounce it out, and this will help just to like not define it but just kind of make it look better. Next I want to add some luminosity to the skin, so I'll be taking the Brilliance Shimmer Cream that I used on the eye. I'm going to apply it with my finger. Probably should have used this finger here because it's lighter on the skin, but there we go, that's what we've done. So I'm going to apply this to my cheekbone, just tapping it. This will be quite subtle at first, but when we apply that nice Chroma Glow highlight palette on top, it will create a really nice luminous finish. I'm going to apply a lot of this and in a bigger section of the face than I usually would, So I'm going to bring it right onto the temples here. I'm actually going to apply glitter here as well. Bring it all the way up, then blending out the edge with my other finger. And what this is going to do is act as a shimmery, sticky base for the glitter and the highlighter. So once I'm satisfied with the amount of creamy glowness, I'm going to take the Sigma High Cheekbone highlighter brush. This is the number F03. Just going to spray the brush with a little bit of that primer water just to make it a little bit sticky. Then I'm going to take the shade Ambrosia. Yeah, I'm going to take the shade Ambrosia, which is the one that is on my the middle of the lid, so you can see it's very shimmery. Just going to tap off the excess and then push this into that shimmer cream. Really focusing on the highlighted area, being really careful not to bring it into the rest of the face, which is why I'm pushing it and not like going back and forth, because it will kind of like flick and then the glitter in the highlighter will go everywhere. Forget the high of the temple as well. I think this looks really pretty in like festival photos when the sun hits you. Not that there's any sun around at the moment, but we all wish there was right here in the UK. Come on sun, you are hiding for way too long now. Please show your face. I'm also going to take a little bit of that highlighter on the top of my lip as well. So to set the face, I'm taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. You all know this is my ride or die. This is in the shade Transparent. I'm taking this on my Primark powder brush, tapping off the excess and then applying it to my face in little patting motions to really set the skin. I'm going to avoid directly on top of that where I put the highlighter, but just touching the edge of it, and this will just help to blend it into the skin a little bit better. Now I'm going to bronze up the skin using the Sigma Tapered Blending Brush. This is the F25. You can see I've used this so much because it's all like completely scratched off, like the handle's worn down. I've had this for ages. I love it. It's my favourite bronzer brush. I'll be taking a new love of a bronzer. This is the Miss Lynn Beach Please Barbados Babe Bronzer and Contouring Powder. I'm not going heavy contour, but I'm just going to bronze. Just going to take this on the Sigma brush, tap off the excess and then start bronzing up my skin. I'm going to be really careful not to go like directly on top of the highlight, just more so underneath so it like looks more glowy. I want to be glowy, pinky, festival vibes. I went to say beach vibes, but went said vibes quicker, so I went the vibes. So I'm just going to apply the bronzer just underneath that highlighter. Then I'm also applying some to the top of my forehead. I'm also going to apply some under my jawline and bring it down the neck just to kind of help blend everything in, but also kind of give the illusion of a non-double chin. I think now I'm going to move back on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I'm actually going to take a dark blue pencil liner. This is the shade Indigo Bird from Sigma. I'm going to pop this in the waterline. Because it's a festival look, you really don't have to think about being too matchy-matchy. If you want to do something different, then go for it. Like, festival really is the time to experiment with your makeup. For the rest of the lower lash line, I'm going to start by taking that dark purple shade on the small blending brush, just tipping it into the product, just the absolute tip of the brush, tapping off the excess, and then I'm going to apply this under my lower lash line. As close as we can get. You can kind of like squint a little bit or close your eye or whatever you find that makes this bit a little bit more comfortable. Just to blend that out even more, I'm going to take the purple shade on a fluffy brush and just run this under the lower lash line, really not being neat at all. I want to apply some like glitter like under the eye, like those glitter tears. So I'm going to take the shimmer cream with the synthetic brush and then just apply this really close to the middle of the lid, like in the lower lash line, and then just bring it down very gradually in like an upside down like triangle kind of shape. Then I'm going to go back in with that shade Ambrosia on the flat synthetic brush. I've sprayed it with a little bit of the primer water and I'm just going to pack this where I've put that shimmer cream. It's going to be subtle at first, but it will look really pretty like when it catches the light. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of that Felicity colour, which is the more purple one on top, just to add like a different kind of type of dimension going on there. So no festival look is complete without glitter, so I'm taking the Sigma glitter in the shade Bewitched. Oh, just Bewitched, not Bewitched. You haven't been bewitched yet, you're just bewitched. But I'm just going to take this on my little triangle. So I don't want to apply the shimmer cream on top. I didn't know I was going to apply glitter. So I'm just going to heavily spray the synthetic brush with the primer water. Just shake it a little bit drier, and then I'm just going to go directly into the glitter, picking up quite a fair bit, tapping off the excess so it's not really chunky. And I'm just going to gently place this on that little triangle area and just bring it down. I think I also want to apply a little bit to the lid because I feel like the lid is missing some glitter. I'm just going to really gently just pop that right in the centre of the lid. Yep, that's added the extra sparkle I needed. There we go. I'm actually going to be applying some pink mascara to my lower lashes. This is something I haven't really done before on my channel. I've applied a coloured mascara. So I definitely thought I'd like to give it a go. This is just Sigma Pink Embellish Lash. So I've never tried putting like a pink mascara or anything like that on, but I thought it would be really cool and thought festival makeup is a perfect way to experiment. So I'm going to apply this to my lower lashes. I didn't want to apply it all over, just to my lower. That looks quite cool, I think. It's not that obvious as I thought it would be until you like go, oh my god, you've got pink eyelashes. So for lips, which is the finishing touch on this look, I have two options. I definitely wanted to go for a pink. So I have the Sigma liquid lipsticks in the shades Peach Teeny, which is this one right here, and also Top That, which is more of like a Barbie pink. I really have no idea which one I want to go for. So I decided to go with the shade Peach Teeny. So I'm just going to line my lips so I've got a nice base for the liquid lipstick. This is the shade Boldly Bare from MAC. Starting with my lower lips. So I'm just taking the shade Peach Teeny from Sigma and I'm going to apply this as the finishing touch. Wow, this is neon. So this is the finished look right here. I really hope you like it. I really do. I think it's super girly and pretty, but also like festival vibes and making me want to party in the summer. I created this look with a lot of Sigma products. As I said in the beginning of the video, this wasn't a sponsored video. They just sent me a bunch of products to create a festival look, and this is what I created. So I really enjoyed experimenting with the products. If you do want to get a discount code from Sigma, my code is shivonmakeupbiz, the same as my YouTube username. So just type that into Sigma Beauty's website and you'll get some money off some goodies. But yeah, everything will be linked down below if you want to check it out. So yeah, if you really did enjoy watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It would mean the absolute world, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I'm nearly at 5,000 subscribers, which to me is just amazing because it's a goal I've wanted to reach for years, and although it's never been about the numbers for me, it's just like, it's like a self-accomplishment goal kind of thing, and it'll just be such a satisfying number to hit. So if you do like my channel and like my content and really want to watch my videos, then please hit the subscribe button down below. As I said, it would mean the absolute world. YouTube's algorithm is a little bit messed up, so it would also really help if you hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button, and that way you should be notified if I upload a new video. YouTube is a bit annoying at the moment, but we'll see how we can get through this little passage of life. I shall see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!